Shalom, shalom, shalom. Out there to the hopeful elect of Israel. First off, I want to start off and give all honors and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakach Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us his truth and who rule well. Peace and safety and salutations out there to you sincere and you hopeful elect, scattered abroad across the four winds of this earth. All right, I'm your fellow servant, Malaakia. All right, coming in with another lesson today. This lesson is going to be going into our faith will be tried, and just on TikTok, and I happened to scroll through one video and I typed in something going into homelessness, and I remember this was years back, and I remember Apostle Tahar, he went into the lesson. I believe the lesson was called "If It's Still Up." Man, it's a good lesson. But I remember I think he was going into what was the name of the title? I believe it said "Be Prepared to Be Homeless." I believe that was the title of the lesson. If you brothers that remember that video, and that's a part of our faith that's going to be tried, man, because when this whole system goes digital and we have to lean upon Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, the Lord's going to have it out there for a little minute that, we're going to be homeless, man. We don't know how the Lord going to, have it all play out. But at one point in time, the Lord's going to have it to where, it's going to get to the point to where the Lord may have it to where, you may be able to link up, with another brother and stay with them for a little while. But then that may get to the point to where it get too wild, and then y'all may have to break up or break off and maybe go to another brother's house. All right. And then it's going to get to that point to where they can't afford it no more. That system's basically collapse. And you're not going to be able to even pay any type of rent because you're not a part of the system. You're not in the grid. We don't know how it's going to play out. But I remember in the lesson, he said, be prepared, all right, to be homeless. All right. It can happen, and you got to have that mindset, and just going over these different videos, looking at it, and it puts you in a different state of mind. All right. To where that trial, all right, and that season is quickly approaching as we seeing this digital infrastructure being built upon us. The luxuries are going to be gone. There's no more just going inside the refrigerator to take some stuff out, because you get hungry or you get thirsty. All right. All the cold, the hot showers. All right, that all these different delicacies are getting ready to be could be taken away. You having an air condition, you having lights, you having peace within your own home. Okay, all these things could be taken away. All right, and they will be taken away. Okay, because your faith will be tried, man. So I'm gonna play this video. I think a couple of them, and it shows, all right, how people are really living. Okay. All right. So you see, it's a hot summer day. You got the Jake. He got his woman with him. Got a backpack. Probably hot as fuck outside. No AC. Just got the clothes on their back. Got the backpack on them. And they just moving as pilgrims. All right. They going to a part over there where they see some type of some place where they can use some way to get refreshed by the way of this water. And who knows, that water is probably polluted. All of it's all polluted. But they're using it, all right, to cool themselves down on a hot day. Okay. And also that's going to be a test, all right, for you men, all right, who has families, who got children. It's going to get a little rough for a little while because the scriptures talk about it, man. Let me get there right quick. And what's that in Acts? Was it Acts? What's that? Acts 14. I think it's 22 or 20. Yeah, 22. So I'm going to get it right quick. This is the book of Acts, chapter 14, verse 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith. All right, and it's a point, that the Lord has a spirit on us, all right, to keep harping on different subjects like this, man, because hey, man, this is the state of the reality, man, that's coming. All right, we could very well be homeless for a little while. All right, but Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, he's gonna have us, man. We're gonna be good. All right, it says, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. Okay, and that's coming. Much. It says we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. All right, and it's a lot. All right, let me see if I can get that. Let me see. There we go. Yeah, Jake got too many damn shits on here. Let me see. Tribulation. So just the word tribulation says a state or condition of great affliction, oppression, suffering, or distress, physical, emotional, or spiritual distress, trouble, and affliction. All right. To press, to thresh out grain, a threshing sledge. Okay. And this is what the Lord's gonna put on us for a little while, man. And hey, we're going through these trials and tribulations right now, man. Okay? And it's a part of your faith, what? Being tried. All right? So, jumping back to the video. Let's see if we go a little bit more. All right, so this is one. All right? Salah. I forgot it was some more in that video. Here it is. Got some, these Edomites over here. Probably getting some water to wash the clothes and shit. Here it is. Be prepared to see children homeless on stairways. The children forgot them. I mean, their parents forgot them. So that's another thing. Be prepared to see that. I just want you back. Now here's another video. It says this is located only 3 blocks from one of the most wealthy neighborhoods in the city. Okay, and that's how it's gonna be with these different 15-minute cities. All right, you're gonna have guards surround them. It's gonna be barricaded to where you're not gonna be able to just jump across the street to get into these different cities. You're gonna see people, all right, who are not with the system. All right, they're gonna be casted out, and this is what you're gonna see: is concentration camps. Come on, man. And because of the state of the oppression, the afflictions, the tribulations, a lot of people are gonna step away from the faith. It's gonna be too much for them. They're gonna go back and go to Egypt. The scripture says, "Woe unto them that go down to Egypt." Let's get that right quick. Okay, let's get that right quick. What's that? Isaiah, chapter 30, 31. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 31 and verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horse." Hey, Salah here, man. They fucking a person always want to call when I want to do a lesson, man. Salah, and it cuts the video off. So let me just go back to it. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 31 and verse 1 again. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai." Okay, and it's going to be majority of our people. Okay, especially a lot of the women, because they trust in this system. They trust in this place of oppression. They're going to trust in Egypt because of, all right, the armies. They're going to trust in Egypt because of the way of this place could supply them, all right, with nourishments. Okay, give them comfort. because they don't believe in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right. It says in the NLT, what sorrow awaits those who look to Egypt for help? See, it's going to be much sorrows, all right, for the people who turn to this place, Egypt. Trusting their horses, chariots, and charioteers, and depending on the strength of human armies, instead of looking to the Lord, the Holy One of Israel. And it's Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai that supplies this place with all of that. And the Lord is getting ready to take that away, all right, from this place. The comforts are going to be gone. Okay? But the people who trust into this place, many sorrows are going to await you. All right? So let me go back into a little bit more of this. You got the people all around. Here it is, people riding through. And there's just homeless people all around. This is going to be the new norm, man. Okay? And as us, we're going to be as pilgrims upon the earth, man. Just moving through all of this.
This is Skid Row, the largest homeless camp and most dangerous neighborhood in America, with an estimated 10,000 plus homeless people living on its 25 blocks of drug-fueled and crime-ridden streets and tents. But why are these homeless people so violent? How did they end up here in the first place? And what could be done to get them off the streets? So I brought my friend Kevin, a leading expert in homelessness and drug addiction, who showed me Portland, Oregon's drug epidemic 2 months ago.
Skid Row has been around, I think, since...
This is what's happening right now. This is what's happening right now. You understand? This is what's happening right now. This is how the streets look right now. So imagine when this system, all right, makes this change, this transition. You know, the people got to go line up to go get the chip. You know, you're not gonna be able to have any more payments for you to be able to pay for your house, all right, your rent or mortgage. Be prepared to be moving like pilgrims. It's gonna get to the point to where you may be homeless, man. That's gonna be a part of your faith being tried. Are you still gonna stick, all right, with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai? All right, that's just a question. A question for me. All right, a question for you. You know, it says, beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. Hey, the warning is going out that it's going to come. It's going to come here. Okay? Think it not strange when this fiery trial come upon you. It's to test your faith. But rejoice in as much as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. Here it is, we out there, all right, depending on the Lord, all right, to give us the things of what we need daily until he returns back. Scripture says a time like no other. Look, man, it's going to get really, really real out here in the field, man. But you got to rejoice when we see Yahweh's return. As we seeing the prophecies unfold, that's the time to really be truly rejoicing. You know, we got nothing to really complain about. You know, I was speaking with the brother Nahoya, you know, from Orlando when he was over here this weekend. You know, he was just like, we in the time that we should be rejoicing. He like, brothers shouldn't be having their heads down. You know, brothers should be rejoicing, even if we have to go through that. We should be rejoicing. You know, and he said what? He said it's fair. He said, look at all the different things of what we did to the Lord. He said, it ain't no room for complaining. He said it's fair. You know, and it should be fair that we have to go through all these different things. All right, because we holding on to the name of the Lord, man. We're going to suffer, all right, with Yahushua, so that what? We may reign with Yahushua. And it says, if ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of the Most High resteth upon you. On their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified. So this is all part of the glorification of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Okay, and how he's going to get us to be able to move in these different turbulent times. Okay, through the part of where he's going to try your faith. You know, are you still going to hope all the way until the Lord come back. When it's gonna seem like the Lord ain't with you in this time, man, but the Lord's gonna be with you. Okay? Because now those are the different proving grounds that the Lord's gonna try you. All right? That's going into what? Revelation 3 that we always bring out. Revelation 3 and 10. It says, because thou hast kept, let me get that. Yeah, there it goes. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. See, the Lord is going to keep us. He's going to be a guard unto us, all right, on our mind, to where we don't go fall into the temptation. All right, to go get in line like the rest of these people that's gonna go down into Egypt. They're gonna see their children. People, hey, look, these other Israelites are gonna fold. They're gonna see their children hungry. All right, they're gonna want to seek the comforts of this place again. They're gonna miss Egypt. They're gonna miss the AC. They're gonna miss the water. They're gonna miss the hot showers, the baths. You know, the comforts of this place are what it gives you, the convenience. They're going to run to Egypt for help, and they're going to go get pierced, all right, with that chip. So it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. See, the Lord's getting ready to try those who belong to this world and not lean on Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. All right, so there's going to be another part of a test that we're going to have to get through. It's not going to be every member of the elect that may have to go through it, but it's going to be some. All right, this lesson is for those who come across it. This is for those, you know, because we're not going to lean upon, all right, Esau Edom anymore. It's going to be leaning upon Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. It may be a couple of days that you don't get no food, or maybe a day that you don't get no water for a little while. But eventually the Lord's going to come and bring down on those blessings, man, upon us. Okay? We're going to have to go through something for a little while. The scriptures talk about it. Let me get that too. Since I'm here, Revelation 2 and 10. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. See, we're going to have to suffer certain things. Okay? Some of us may be thrown into prisons. Some of us get thrown into prisons and maybe never coming out. That's another reality. Your faith will be tried. Verse 10, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. Your faith is getting ready to be tried. It says, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. You know, you fight for the truth unto death, man. All right, you don't want to be a part of what it says right here in verse 11. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death, and we don't want to be a part of that. So fight for the truth unto death, man. All right, because hey, your faith will be tried. How the Lord got everything set up, everyone has their allotted time to where they're gonna have to go through a part of sufferings. Okay, through great tribulation shall ye enter into the kingdom. All right, we all want that to get into the kingdom. All right, so it's gonna take some sufferings. All right, trials, tribulations, proving grounds. Because that's what the Lord is doing. He's proving you. He's proving your faith. All right. Oh, the scripture says, when Yahweh returns, shall he find faith on earth? Because it's going to seem like the Lord ain't with nobody for a little while. Okay. But this is where we're going to bring the balance in. Bring that in 2nd Ezra chapter 2. It reads, it says, be not weary, for when the days of trouble and heaviness cometh. All right. Sufferings. Others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. But for a point, all right, your faith will be tried for a little bit. Okay. Or really to the maximum. So like it, your faith will be tried to the maximum. All right. To see All right. Are you that spinning image, all right, of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai? Is your faith to the point to where you believe, no matter what, you believe that the Lord is with you the whole time? Okay, and then the Lord's going to see that you've been proven, and now he's going to come and bless you, and you're going to be married and have abundance. It says, the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. It says, my hand shall cover thee so that thy children shall not see hell. See, we coming into a time to where the Lord's getting ready to be with us. All right, even more now than ever. You're going to truly know, because scripture says in 2 Ezra 16, 2 Ezra 16, it says, then shall it be known who are my chosen. You're going to know at that time that the Lord is truly dealing with you, man. All right, it's going to be evident. Miracles are going to be happening. All right, man, look, man, the things what the Lord has in store for us, all right, it's going to be great. All right, but just know that the Lord is going to have to prove you. He's going to have to try our faith. Okay, and it will be tried. All right, our faith will be tried, man. It will be proven. All right, to see are we really with Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man. And the Lord's gonna put you through the test. All right, and if you pass, you're gonna make it out on the other side, man. You're gonna make it out on the other side, man. And Lord willing, we be of that number, man. But just know that homelessness, all right, is another part of that trial, all right, that is coming. You know that you may have to link up with other brothers, all right, and their wives, all right, a brother and their wife and their children, or maybe 4 or 5 brothers with their families all together, all into a small apartment, making it work. Speaking to one of the elders that was here, he said when he first came into the truth, they had a small 1-bedroom apartment. And it was, I think he said it was 3 or 4 of them. I think he said 3 or 4 of them. It was him and his woman. It was another brother, him and his woman and kids. It was another brother. I think he said it was 3 of them. So like, I believe the brother said, I believe the elder said it was 3 of them. Yeah, because he said it was 3. I think he said it was 3 to 4 of the men that was in the house alone. All right, in a small bedroom apartment, and they made it work. So how much more in this time when we off the grid? Prepare yourself in your mind, all right, that maybe, hey, you and your family going to have to be out there in the streets for a little while. All right, but hey, just know that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai is with you. It's just a part of the test. It's just a part of the test. All right, so hey, Lord willing, you find this lesson edifying. That to you, Akim, Wagwath. I want to give all honors and infinite praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us his truth and who rule well. Peace and safety and salutations out there to you sincere and you hope for elect. Scattered abroad across the 4 winds of this earth. All right, I'm your fellow servant, Mala Akia. Shalom.